This is the newest addition to Eastgate's development. In this episode, we're diving into Eastgate's past, recreating the shipyard as if it has always been there, shaping the city's story from the very beginning. How do you build a shipyard that actually feels real? Let's find out. Alright, I'm gonna try something different here. I never did this style of key before, but instead of using actual key roads, I'm gonna try with retaining wall, because this section that I'm building needs to be immediately next to the water instead of with the usual ports where you have keyed segments. So I'm trying to kind of compensate using move it along with manually building things, if you will. So gonna be tricky, but I think it will look pretty cool in the end. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I placed this ship here just for the scale purpose, but I think I'm gonna keep it actually. So it should be like a ship that's already been built. And it would be cool if I could place some kind of ropes or something just to indicate that it's, you know, just docked and not actually used. It would also be cool if it was possible to remove the fences from those key segments. Yeah, this is just a suggestion. And also, I'm gonna remove the name of the street as best as I can. So put a dot or a comma or something like that. That's the only way I know that could make this issue disappear. That's sad. I really tried using the high voltage and low voltage cables as ropes to kind of tie the ship to the dock, but it just wouldn't work. For whatever reason, it was kind of disappearing in the sea. So yeah. Alright, I know it's not the best solution, but for now, that's as best as I can do with the current state of the mods and everything. Okay, so I've built this little area where the ships should be placed in the water. I don't know how it's called, but you know what I mean. This segment here, and I had to build a custom pedestrian road, as you could see. But one issue that I'm always facing with placing these retaining walls is this shadow that always kind of appears, and I don't know how to solve that. If you know how to solve this issue, please leave a comment down below and help me out if you experience similar issue. Shipbuilding ramps, also known as shipways or gangways. These are used to retrieve boats or ships. In this case, it's going to be large cargo ships and also some cruisers. And they can be made out of various kinds of materials, but in this case I chose to use J's pillars, which are concrete obviously, and this is used to either repair or build ships. Alright, so here I've used these amazing scaffold props by J to make these ships look kind of like they are under construction. And also here I've used a cargo train terminal as one of those building sites, you know, whatever you call them, you know, just right before they release them into the water. I don't know the terminology, but you know what I mean. And I think it looks pretty convincing. I mean, as far as we are allowed by the current state of the mods. I'll add a variety of different props and ploppable static buildings just to make this whole area more lively and realistic. I'd imagine these boats would be used to tow the ships once they've been built, or just to bring them into shipyard for repair. Here I'm repeating the same procedure I'd used for first ship, using the electric cables to act as those ropes used to dock ships or whatever. But it's proven to be quite effective so far. The only issue I had is having to making sure to connect them underground so you don't see those annoying notifications that it's not connected to electric grid. I've also made this nice little lake here, just to kind of bring a bit more nature to the mix and break off this whole industrial feel around. Right, I think I did quite a lot of detailing for this section here. But I might add a couple more things. It's such a shame that City Skylines 2 doesn't have grass yet. I so wish it was as easy as just placing it, but unfortunately we have to use bushes or trees and dig them into the ground, sort of, to create anything that resembles grass. So I'm just gonna add a couple more of those, and that should be it. I think I'll use young apple tree for this part here, and try to some kind of bushes. I don't know. Pretty sure some other guys have much better ideas for this sort of thing, but yeah, that's as best as I can do at the moment. And for me, it didn't really work out that well. I guess it's what part of the reason is my poor graphics performance, but so it doesn't look as good, but I guess it can pass, at least from distance. But I think it turned out quite alright. Both of these sections here, which should resemble like old part of, well, the older part of the shipyard. But even as we preserve history, the city evolves. New industries are moving in. Factories producing electric cars, high-tech manufacturing taking over old warehouses. The past and future colliding in the most fascinating way. Of course, this shipyard is still functioning, it's not fully abandoned, but it's slowly being taken over by some more modern industries, such as this electric car factory I'm building here. This build was all about blending history with progress, turning something old into something new without losing its soul. I'd love to see how you would tackle this challenge. Would you restore an old shipyard or go full modern redevelopment? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode, and I'll see you in the next one.